Good morning, welcome to Ancharist Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Have you thought about a civil war? A lot of channels have, including myself. But they fail to mention who you may be at war with. Well, I can tell you. I spent an hour and a half, 2 hours last night going outside my comfort zone, viewing anarchist channels. And believe me, as a 62-year-old man, it was a shock to my soul. It made me sad. To hear people bragging about how they want to overthrow this government, how capitalism is disgusting, how people such as myself should be classified as enemy combatants, killed or arrested with no rights, that we are the domestic terrorists of this country. Now you can get past the channels that are nothing but howler monkeys spewing, hatred of Trump, KKK, fascist, and everything else, which is a load of garbage. But to the anarchist, these are useful idiots talking up their propaganda, whipping up support for the crowd. The people that are most concerning to me are the ones that are sitting there in front of their cameras, in front of their laptop, tablets, whatever, speaking rationally, calmly, and making sense to their side of anarchy. What's even more disturbing are the comments in these channels that are what I would call rational, are the ones that are spewing the venom and plotting how to harm you, kill you, make you disappear, how to overthrow their community, what they are doing to actively turn people against it. They are paving the ground for civil war. They are laying it out there. They're getting it ready. I don't know what the military term is, but they're getting ready for civil war. Make no mistake about it. And if you think we have a patent on prepping, we don't. Their prepping is for anarchy. And for every one of us that is out there teaching gun safety and the do's and don'ts of handling a weapon, they have the same thing. They keep their face covered because they're afraid, but they are teaching gun safety. They are trained instructors on how to handle a gun. They'll be wearing a sickle and hammer on their face mask, on their bandana, telling those people that follow Antifa and like-minded people about gun safety, how not to put your finger on the trigger, how to make sure it is loaded and unloaded, how to clean your weapon. Oh yes, my friends, we don't have the patent on gun safety or Second Amendment. For every one of me that is teaching or explaining or putting their thoughts out there on what's going on in this world, they have the opposite. And it's scary. When you say, well, if we devolve into civil war, I don't know who we're going to fight. I can tell you who you're going to fight. You are going to be facing your sons or daughters' friends from college who are going to be dressed in black, wearing the hammer and sickle or the red A on their chest, carrying their AK or their AR, marching down your street neighborhood, calling you a domestic terrorist and a capitalist that is keeping people down. That's who you'll be fighting. You also have to be concerned about the people that have their head buried in the sand and saying, I don't need to prep, I'll come to your house. If you do not have a group, or you are not actively learning how to defend your home, your friend's home, your property, you are in big trouble. If you do not have a place to go to get out of the city or your suburb that will be overrun by these anarchists that are trained. Make no mistake about it, my friend. When we are saying, yeah, you have to carry your backpack, you have to wear plate carriers, you have to do all this stuff, they're saying the exact same thing. Their goal is to eliminate you. To them, we are enemy combatants. And when you start hearing that word, enemy combatants, being used by Democrats that are elected into office, they are being supported by the anarchists and Antifa and the communists that are infiltrating our schools, our colleges, our churches. You mark my words, enemy combatant will be coming up on MSNBC or CNN very quickly. And when it does, you best be getting ready, because it's going to come apart at the seams. This administration is putting radical nominees forward in our judicial system, and that traitor Lindsey Graham is letting them go through. And I mean far left extremists. There are people that are being held up. Thank God Chipman didn't make it. But these are the people that are being put forth that will change and support the Communist Manifesto, Lenin, Marx, Mao, all these people that have ways to subvert our communities, our cities, and our governments. When you hear of a community food bank refrigerator, and I'm not talking the Harvest Bank, I'm talking about free food set up in our college towns. Oh, come and get what you want. I guarantee you there is a person there representing Antifa or some Democratic Socialist Party handing out a pamphlet blaming capitalism, blaming America for their hunger, for their downtrodden life. So they are using food as a bait and saying, here, you know why you're hungry? It's because of this guy up the road who's a capitalist keeping you down. What are you going to do about it? Go outside your comfort zone. Watch some of these videos. You don't need to interact. Just watch some of the videos. Read the comments more specifically. Those are the ones that are scary. Skip the howler monkey channels, screaming and hollering and everything else. And what's more disturbing is some of these people are in Canada and spewing this stuff about how they hate America. And they can't wait to cross the border to help with the revolution. It's disturbing. It was to me. I guess I'm not in Kansas anymore. But knowing what I know has made me a better prepper. It's made me more cautious and more believing that we will come apart at the seams and there will be a civil war. And the person that I may be at war with, maybe your sons or daughters from college, your sons or daughters, friends from college, or even the college professor, marching down the street in black with a red A on their chest or a hammer and sickle on their helmet. Sad to think about it, but it's a very real possibility here in the United States. Please get yourself right with God. Please get baptized. Step up your training, your knowledge. Learn as much as you can. Thanks for liking and subscribing to my channel. Greg out.